Welcome to this tutorial on how to load data from objects stored in an AWS bucket. In this case, the object is a CSV file containing data on social media posts. Something to be aware of before we begin is that this component requires working AWS credentials, with read access to the bucket containing the source data files. So firstly, let's select the S3 load component from the component window and drag it onto the canvas. Don't forget to link the start component to the S3 load component after doing this. In the component properties, we start off with the stage property. The only available option is custom, so we'll leave it set to that. You can use a fully qualified staging area by typing the stage name. If you want to learn more about this, follow the documentation link found below this video. Next, in the authentication property, select the authentication method. You can choose either credentials or storage integration. Credentials uses AWS security credentials, whereas storage integration uses a Snowflake storage integration. More details on this can be found in the documentation link below this video. In the S3 object prefix property, I will paste in the full object prefix inside the S3 bucket. But it is also possible to use the navigation tool to locate the folder. For the pattern property, I'll leave mine unchanged since I've already selected the specific file using the S3 object prefix. However, if you need to target a specific file within the folder, you can adjust the pattern here. If your file in the S3 bucket was encrypted, you would specify the encryption details in the encryption field. Since mine is not encrypted, I'll leave this setting set to none. For the warehouse, database and schema settings, leave them on the environment default to use the default settings configured in your project environment. For the target table setting, we need to specify an existing table to load data into. I will specify a table name called Josh_S3_load_output. For the file type, I will select CSV as this is the file type we are loading. We will set the skip header property to 1. This means that the component will skip the first row, which in my case contains headers. We will also set force load to true, as this will load the file or files regardless of whether they have been loaded previously. So now I will validate and then run the pipeline. If we go to a transformation pipeline, we can check our data by using a table input component. Here we can see our data was loaded successfully. If we also check the task history, it's clear that the component ran successfully and we loaded 3,000 rows into our table. So that covers how to use the S3 load component to load data from objects stored in an AWS bucket. If you found this tutorial helpful, please subscribe to our channel for more videos on the Data Productivity Cloud. To learn more about getting started with Matillion, visit matillion.com.